Good morning, everyone. Today, our group would like to share our reflection on the industrial marketing case study about velocity cycle. Through this case study, we learn how a business-to-business company can strengthen its competitive position in global markets by choosing the right strategy. The main criteria issue that our group chose for this reflection is the different opinion among group members when deciding the best strategy for velocity cycles. During our discussion, some members believe that velocity cycles should focus more on lower production costs. This is because lower costs can help the company reduce expense and offer more competitive price to buyer. However, other members believe that stronger buyer relationship and ESG positioning are more important. This is because global buyers may not only focus on price, they may also consider trust, reliability, sustainability, and long-term value when choosing suppliers. In this video, we will reflect on this criteria issue based on four main elements: respect, social communication, working with others, and information-seeking behavior. We will explain how our group handle the different opinions, how we communicate with each other, and what we learn from the experience.
Hello everyone, my name is Eric Fong and my matrix number is 305095. I will be presenting about introduction regarding backgrounds, feelings and lesson learned. For the background of these critical issues, our group needed to answer whether Velocity should compete mainly through lower production costs or through stronger buyer relationship and ESG positioning. At first, this was not easy because both strategies had their own advantages. Some members felt that cost was very important because price competition is common in global markets. On the other hand, some members felt that buyer relationships and ESG were more suitable for long-term competitiveness. Because of these different views, our group needed to discuss carefully before making a final decision. During this experience, we had mixed feelings. At first, we felt a little confused because there were many points to consider. However, after discussion, we became more confident because each member shared useful ideas and examples. We also realized that different opinions are not always a problem. They can help the group think more deeply and improve the quality of the final answer. For this experience, we learned that group discussion requires passion, respect, communication, and research. We also learned that the good answer should not depend only on personal opinions, but should be supported by evidence and industrial marketing concepts.
Hi, my name is Naung Ting. My matrix number is 305875. So today I'll be talking about element of the respect. So for the element of respect, our group have actually demonstrated a very great respect for each other by actually listening to each other's advice and hearing their opinion, so that we don't jump to conclusion. We listen what they want to share, or maybe there are some parts which we are doing not correct. We ask for their opinion, and we listen and we share our thoughts what can be done better. Of course, we also respect each other's opinions and maybe elaborate on why do they think this is not correct and all that. We don't argue or anything. We just learn and we improvise. And I think throughout the task, the respect is also shown through fair task division. We discuss each member's strength or who is more suitable to do this part, that part. But of course, we always check and balance with each other to see which part can be done better, and arranging each content which is more effective, which is more better. And I also learned that in this case study that learning about respect is about being polite. It also means listening to each other, being supportive, and giving each other space to contribute. So respect actually helps our growth, not for me, but also for everyone and also for the team.
For social communication, our group displayed a positive attitude toward the project and toward each other. Even though we had different opinions, we tried to communicate in a kind and respectful way. We understood that communication was important because without clear discussion, the group may misunderstand the task or produce an unclear answer. When members share their ideas, we try to explain our point clearly. For example, members who supported lower production costs explain how cost reduction could help Velocity Cycle compete through better pricing and efficiency. Members who supported buyer relations and ESG, explained how these factors could help the company build trust and long-term cooperation with global buyers. When offering criticisms, we try to make it constructive. We did not simply say that an idea was wrong. Instead, we explain why a point may need improvement and give suggestions. For example, if one point did not have enough evidence, we suggested adding example from the case study or linking it with industrial marketing concept. This experience taught me that social communication is not only about speaking. It also includes listening, asking questions, giving feedback, and solving problems together. Positive and constructive communication help our group improve the quality of our work.
For working with our group members try to listen and support each other idea and effort. This was important because the case study required teamwork, not only individual work. Each member had different strengths, so we need to combine our idea to produce a better answer. For example, when one member suggests focusing on lower production costs, the group discussed how this idea could be connected to cost efficiency and competitiveness. When another member suggested focusing on buyer relationship and ESG positioning, we discussed how this idea could be connected to relationship marketing, trust, sustainability, and long-term value. Instead of depending on only one person's opinion, we compare different perspectives before deciding the final direction of our answer. This helps us understand the case study more clearly. It also helps us see that teamwork can make the assignment stronger because the member can contribute different ideas and knowledge. For this experience, I learned that working with others requires cooperation and openness. We must be willing to listen to another people's opinion and support their effort. When members support each other, the group can work more smoothly and achieve their shared goal more effectively. Yeah, thank you.
Although working with others was a good experience, our group also faced some interpersonal challenge. One issue was different schedule. Everyone had class and other commitment, so it was quite hard to find a time that worked for everyone, and this slowed our discussion a bit. Other issue was that we have different level of understanding. Some of us pick out the case faster, while others need more explanation. But we solved this by helping each other and making sure everyone was on the same page. We also have different roles and working style in the group. To handle this, we split the task based on each person's strength and keep updating each other through online chat. After finishing our part, we still check everything together to make sure the answers were consistent. From this experience, I learned that teamwork can still work well with differences as long as everyone communicate and cooperate properly. Actually, those differences can even make the work better if we manage them well.
Okay, for information seeking behavior, our group managed to provide valuable and creative contribution by reading the case study carefully and searching for useful information. We understood that we could not only depend on personal opinion. To make our answer stronger, we need evidence from the case and relevant industrial marketing concept. During the discussion, curiosity played an important role. We asked questions such as, what do global buyers really value? Is lower cost enough for long-term success? Or how can ESG positioning help Velocity Circle build trust in international market? This question help us to think more critically and guide us to search for better information. Through research, we learned the business buyer do not only consider price. They may also consider quality, reliability, supplier relationship, sustainability, and long-term value. This helps our group respond better to the tasks and challenges in the case study. In conclusion, this reflection helps us understand the importance of respect, social communication, working with others, and information-seeking behavior. Although our group had different opinions at first, we managed to discuss the issue properly and make better decisions as a team. The main takeaway from this experience is that a group assignment requires not only good content, but also teamwork, communication, respect, and proper research.